All right, guys, today we're going to talk about 6 tips or steps if you ever get lost in the woods. So stay tuned through the intro. What's up? My name is Doug, the Bearded Outdoorsman. Welcome to another video. If you enjoy beard product reviews, and gear tips, then you've come to the right place. Today we're going to talk about 6 different steps that you need to take into consideration if you ever get lost in the woods. Now, nobody wants to get lost. Nobody plans on getting lost in the woods, but it's something you need to prepare for, something you need to be ready in case it does happen. So we're going to talk about 6 things that you need to have in the back of your mind, or a checklist in your pack in the event that you do get lost in the woods. All right, so the first one is be prepared. Of course, right? Have the essentials. Now, I did a video a little while back about the essentials that you should have on any hike, regardless of the length. I'll put that card up top and you can check that video out. But it is the essentials that you should have in your pack anytime you are getting out into the woods, and things that you should have with you. All right, the second one is going to be a little tough, especially for you guys, but admit to yourself that you don't know where you are. That is going to be key. If you can't admit to yourself that you don't know where you are, then you're not going to take these next steps seriously and do them properly. You're just going to get more lost or more misplaced, we'll say. Maybe you're not lost. Maybe you know you're a short distance from the trail, but you're misplaced because you don't know which way the trail is. And unless you admit that, then you're going to continuously get farther from the trail potentially. So admit that you are misplaced and not where you think you are. All right, so once you have admitted that to yourself and you go back to step 1 and you are prepared, the next thing is stay calm. Don't panic. Don't run around the woods looking all crazy. Just stay calm, relax, get your bearings, and then move on to the next step. But the key here is to make sure that you stay calm and don't panic. Make sure to stay calm, relax, maybe sit down, have a snack, and utilize your preparedness and having those essentials to get you to the next step. Okay, so the 4th thing that you need to do, you've realized that you are misplaced, you've relaxed and calmed down. So now you need to kind of branch out, but you don't want to get more lost. You don't want to get more displaced. So that comes in marking your location, also known as waypoint markers, or just marking your location. Anything that you can see from a distance. Now, with that, it can be anything from a brightly colored shirt, item of clothing, an article of clothing. It can be something like this yellow buff, something like that, or even something like this bright orange dry bag, stuff sack. So I could open this up if I had food in it, whatever, I could empty that out, and now I have a bright orange waypoint marker that I can hang up. And the point of this is you want to be able to hang it up and go to where you can look back and you can see this. You can always come back to this spot. So you don't want to get where this is beyond eyesight. So you want to go out, venture out just a little ways, and then come back, and then maybe go a different direction. But always keep this where you can see it. Now, of course, the higher the better, and the brighter the better. But as long as you can see it, maybe get 30 yards, 40 yards, you might be able to find the trail based on where you've put that and being able to look back, and then you can come back and get your pack and then go to the trail and get back where you need to be. All right, next is using your cell phone. All right, we live in an age of technology where even though we go out into nature and we go to hike, odds are we take our cell phone with us, even if we only flip it in airplane mode to take pictures. All right, utilize the maps and some apps. There are some amazing hiking apps out there today that pinpoint your location from satellites, and they can put you right within just a couple yards of where you actually are on a map. So utilizing your cell phone, utilizing some apps, or even the stock mapping app for your phone. And I'll do a video later on talking about some hiking apps that I like and that I use. And but going that route. Now the waypoint marker is also really good, because if where you realize that you are displaced and misplaced, you have no service, then your waypoint marker is going to give you a radius that you can venture out and check out cell phone service. It might be able to get you that little bit of service that you need to be able to look up where you are and figure out how to get back to the trail. So that is something that you need to think about and utilize if you have it. All right, and lastly for today, what you need to do is get comfortable. So we go back to number one, where we're prepared. All right, so our waypoint markers, our location marking, and venturing out a little bit, that didn't help us. Our cell phone, it didn't help us. So now what we need to do is we need to get comfortable, and that could mean setting up your shelter and pulling out your cook kit or pulling out your supper, making a meal, and getting some rest. So why are we getting comfortable? Well, we're getting comfortable because we have exhausted all of our resources today. And by getting some food in our stomachs, getting a good night's rest can kind of rejuvenate us for tomorrow. And we start the whole process over again tomorrow in the morning. We get up, we start fresh, we mark our location, we venture out, maybe mark our location twice so we can go a little bit farther, or maybe go a little higher up with our location marker so we can go a little bit farther in hopes of being able to find where we are. Now, in any situation, you are better off to stay put unless you can use your location markers and get out a little bit further to find out where you are. If you can't, if it's just not working out for you, stay put. That goes back to some of the other videos that I've done that say people need to know, someone in your family or someone you're close to needs to know your itinerary. They need to know your route you're taking. All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then turn on that bell notification so you're notified when I drop new content. And until next time, stay bearded, get outdoors, and God bless.